He's a self-taught musician who plays, well, a lot of stuff, right? 5-string banjo, guitar, mandolin, harmonica, ukulele, among other things. And you were recently named the best American band in Worcester, Mass. for the second year in a row. So, Zach, welcome to Go Local Live. Thank you so much for joining us.
Thank you so much for having me. I'm happy to be down here and have found a place.
Yeah, okay. When we saw it, so when Sheer was on, I saw Zach walking by, I'm like waving in the window while we're talking, like, oh, come on in. Yeah. So, thanks again for coming and welcome to the Navigate Credit Union Broadcast Center. Appreciate you having us, joining us today. And you have, what is this, a banjo and a guitar behind us?
I do. I have the 5-string banjo and the
Awesome.
regular guitar.
And so you're going to play something for us here in a couple minutes, but just want to hear a little bit about your story, kind of how you got into the music that you got into. I've watched so many of your clips online, and you can just kind of jam. It's so awesome. So you play the harmonica, the banjo. Tell me just a little bit about how you got into music, and we'll start with that.
I grew up with my family around bluegrass music. So I have an older brother and an older sister, and my uncle used to take us to bluegrass festivals. My dad played upright bass. My uncle still plays guitar. And we always had traditional American music in the house. So I first started trying to learn banjo when I was about 9 or 10 years old. And being impressionable at that time, I gave up because I was made fun of for it.
Oh, no!
So then I took up electric guitar and bass and started playing punk rock music and such. But I got back into it. And now aside from playing, I also do teach for 5-string banjo, mandolin, ukulele, and harmonica.
Oh my goodness. So tell me a little bit about how you even teach yourself. You know, you're a self-taught musician. How do you teach yourself to play the banjo? I mean, does this go back to, I'm trying to think, I don't know how old you are, but I'm trying to think, were there even YouTube videos at that point? Probably not.
It was a lot harder when I started. Then it's so much easier to find all the information that I want to right now.
Yeah.
Because I'm 32 now, and I think I started playing the banjo again when I was about 19 or 20. And same with the mandolin. I started getting back into folk and roots music. But there wasn't as much information available online as there is now, so I had to buy books and listen to records and listen to CDs and albums. And it was even harder to find the good music that I wanted to listen to. I mean, now we have, you can go on Amazon and Spotify, iTunes, all that sort of stuff, and you can find any music that you want. But, I mean, I had to go to these obscure websites that had terrible streaming and sort of listen to crunchy, poor MP3 quality things to try to discover new, old music for myself. But mostly it was buying a lot of books, trying to dig in through books and just teaching myself slowly and patiently through that.
When so you live in Auburn now, so it's Central Mass, and this music, not necessarily, kind of like ragtime, bluegrass music, not necessarily relevant or super popular in, as we're growing up in New England, you hear about this music maybe in the South or in,
it's not quite as popular as you say, but I was fortunate enough to have a sort of in with growing up with it around me.
Yeah.
I mean, my parents had friends that played a lot of bluegrass music, and a lot of people do ask, where are you from? And they're surprised when they find out that I'm from Central Mass, because generally you don't get a deep tradition of music from being in this area. But I was fortunate enough to have a lot of people that surrounded my family that were already immersed in the music.
Yeah, that's amazing. So talk to me a little bit about being able to teach others this kind of music and being able to kind of spread the message.
That's been something I've only started, I'm trying to think, maybe about 2 years ago. And it happened purely by accident. I had a friend who he spreads the word of ukulele everywhere. He has his own ukulele club in Worcester. And he had a couple of nights here and there. And it turned out that the music store in town, they needed a ukulele teacher. When I went down to offer them my services, they also told me that they needed, they knew that I played several different instruments, so they needed a banjo and a mandolin teacher. For the first couple years that I taught, I didn't actually have any ukulele students. Predominantly, I teach for 5-string banjo. And now I've added, because they've asked me to, harmonica, beginning harmonica lessons as well.
What do you love about this kind of music? Do you love the sound? Do you love the stories? What do you love about it?
All of it. I love the sound. I mean, it can be incredibly emotional. In the traditional music, there are a lot of stories behind the music, and there's a lot that you can get to behind the music for that. As one of the musicians in the area told me what they like about my approach to the music, especially that I write music that sounds like it's old, is that it's a people's music, and you tell stories with simple language, and you can get an entire story and you can get an entire message across. Just, you don't have to over embellish too many things, but you still get exactly what you want across.
I love that. I like that. All right, so I'm gonna have you play something for us. What would you like to play to start?
Well, I guess I'll play some banjo music for you guys.
Cool. All right, so I'm gonna step off. I'm having you scoot over just a notch, and I'm gonna let you play. What are you going to play for us?
Well, I should have prepared that before I came down. Let me think here. I guess I'll
put you on the spot.
I'll play a song I wrote a while back called "The Railroad Bridge."
Awesome, love it. All right, Zack Slik, everybody. Back in with you for a minute.
Right.
Okay, so that was phenomenal. Something else cool about you is you have a family, and I was just thinking, does your daughter love hearing you play and listening to you sing?
She loves music, and she is a perfect age for loving music right now. She's 4 years old, and I believe it was last year or the year before, my wife bought her a really tiny fiddle, because my wife plays fiddle. And she had this wonderful little fiddle that was only, I think it was like a 1/16 size. It's only about this big. And now she's a little bit bigger, so she has a little bit larger of a fiddle. But I let her touch all of my instruments as long as she's gentle with them. And she has her own ukulele. I bought her some practice spoons that have the little handle, and the spoons are connected to it and such. But she loves music. One of the best things I can do to practice for any sort of gigs is I watch her during the day, and I usually play out during the night, and if I'm trying to practice something, I can practice, and she chases me around the house and tells me to stop, so I get to practice playing, and then sort of slowly running away from her while she tries to grab my instrument. So it's good to help with getting over overcoming distractions and such.
That's amazing. And so she's learning to play the fiddle, spoons. That's absolutely wonderful. Does she have a favorite song of yours, or does she have a favorite song that she likes to play?
She changes. I'm trying to think of what her favorite song is.
It's hard when you're 4, I guess, to have a favorite anything, right?
I was really happy when, I think it was a month ago, she started singing one of my songs, a song I wrote, I Love You More Than a Fatback in My Beans. And, I mean, anytime she was singing some Cab Calloway a couple weeks ago, and anytime she sings anything that, you know, I'm playing or learning, it's wonderful. You know, she's a little tiny person with all sorts of personality. It's fun.
That has to be pretty amazing. So you have a musical family. That's amazing. Your wife plays. Do you guys ever go out and play together?
We used to play together all the time, right before my daughter was born. But since she's been born, somebody usually has to stay at home. I play music full time for my part of the pay, so my wife stays home with my daughter at night. It hasn't been playing quite as much, but she's getting right back into it.
That's awesome. So you have something else. You have your guitar as well. I don't know if you want to pick up a banjo, but you're so good, and that was so much fun. It's like you can't help but move around and do a little jig. It's embarrassing myself. Will you play something else for us?
Yeah, sure. I'll play a guitar song for you.
You can play more banjo. I love it. I'll let you too. I'll let you decide what you'd like to play for us.
Well, I brought all this stuff down here, so I might as well.
You might as well use it all, right?
Yeah.
I mean, you can play so many instruments.
I've had to leave some things home because I know that we weren't going to be on for too long, and I didn't want to clog up the area here. I have to find all the things in my pockets to use. And,
okay, and just scoot over a little bit.
A little bit.
There we go.
And it's also new for me. I usually don't stand when I play.
Oh, you don't?
No,
I
can, but I usually don't. Usually I sit down and I play for 3 or 4 hours and go from there. But, you know, I can. We're only here for a few minutes, so I can get over it. Let's see here. Yeah, I feel that cold water all around. Tomorrow when I sit in my catch fire, gonna watch my house burn all to the ground. Baby, no, it's true. Wanna spend time with you. Fall into your eyes blue when I'm with you. It's true that you lost your lucky charm. Rain clouds pouring down upon you. Will everyone know this means you harm? Baby, no, it's true. Wanna spend time with you. Fall to your eyes blue when I'm with you. When I'm with you. Might be sinking. Yeah, I feel that cold water all around. Tomorrow when I sit in my catch fire, gonna Thank you.
Zack Slik, thank you so much. That was amazing. So if people want to come check you out, where are you playing next and where can they find you online?
Ooh, I think, actually, tomorrow night I'm going to be in Manchester, New Hampshire at Shaskeen. I'll be doing a long set in the bar in the front room there. And then after that, oh dear, where will I be? I know I'm doing a private function. I'm doing a wedding on Friday.
Cool.
And, well, anyways, if you want to find out, you can go to zackslik.com. That's ZACKSLIK.com, because I have one of those now. And I usually keep a pretty good calendar of events of where I'm going to be and where I've been and where I'm going.
Awesome. So we can